Alrighty, you guys, we're pre-staking. I'll check the clock here just to make sure. We got 1 minute to go. Come on, it's the longest minute of my life every single year, I swear. There we go. We're good to go, guys. This location here, we just got a trail winding up here into the corn over there. I'm not sure how easy these pogos are gonna go in, but we're gonna find out. Rocky or no, get out in here. I'm gonna have to put it over in here somewhere. Yep. There's one in. We got another one on the other side here. We gotta get put in here. Get my pogo. My DP, all I'm setting on the other side here, guys, is this trail coming over. There's tracks in the road everywhere. But we're just gonna set it right up here. This is gonna be the true test of how hard it's gonna be to get these suckers in the ground. It's so dry here. Not sure how well it's gonna go. A little steep here too. There we go. There's number 2. All right, you guys, as you can see, we're at another dynamite location here. It's actually a trail coming up and over a culvert. Let's just get them in, put them dead center of the trail, and off we go. All right, guys, just thought I'd film this one. I know I filmed it in one of my scouting ones, so I figured there's actually still some water going through here. I'm kind of surprised that you got a culvert going through here, a little trickle coming through. One of the very few culverts, I should say, that actually have water going through it. So I'm gonna throw a pair in here. They're gonna be muddier than I'll get out, but it's okay. Coon's a coon. There's my other DP, there it is. I will say, guys, some of my high and dry stuff I've had to bust out the hammer for already. And that's gonna make for a really long day if that keeps up. I gotta get in here. You guys can see, I don't know if the camera can pick up all that dust coming off these weeds, but we are dry. Oh, there's a rock. Insanely dry. Stake this one right in the middle, I guess. But yeah, 2 DPs in there. Awesome location. All right, you guys, first 220 location, if I can find it. Right there, going right down in there. I'm gonna have it set right in here somewhere. Got my long pogo, so them suckers flop out to the side. And how I do this, I set the 220 over in the trail, and then I see where I can run my pogo to stretched out straight. Then I'll come in about a foot. I'll drive that sucker in there if I can get it to go in. Some tough driving today, boys, I can tell you that. Got my rat stretcher. Take that sucker and my 220 off to the side. Spear that baby through. Gosh, I can't even get the rat stretcher into the ground. There we go, guys. Got a nice coon here laying dead, but I'm gonna set this location up here. It would have been a good one. Gosh, I really wish someone wouldn't have hit that coon, guys. Sorry, I shut the camera off kind of quick there. There's someone coming down the road, but got this dynamite trail here. Throwing a pair of 220s in here. Get one down here, one up here. Again, running the longer pogo. Mine are, I cut them at 4 foot because that's how long my table is. So I just stretch the cable out the length of my table and run with that. But I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get this. Nope. I've been having to do a lot of this so far today already, guys. Run back to the truck because I'm fat. Need to get in shape. Get my hammer. Run back over here. I need to start just bringing my hammer down with me. But Take your hammer. You guys can see how ridiculously hard that ground is. I've never trapped on the ground is that hard, I will say. I don't want it right there. Put it right there. There we go. Okay, time for the other one. I'm hoping that this other one goes in a little bit easier. It's down here kind of lower, so I guess we're gonna find out regardless. But our trail's over here coming through all these rocks. I want to get it on the bottom side of these rocks down here, so go ahead and see if we can't get this sucker to go in without a hammer. Oh, maybe. There's hope. There's hope. Got it. Good. Got my rat stretcher. 220, lay next to the trail, and off we go. Man, I wish I would have had the camera rolling. I just absolutely biffed it down into this creek. That was something. But this is one of those bridges that at least me as a trapper dreams about finding. Big timber. Wow, this is quicksand. Sinking up to my knees in mud. Need to find something. Yeah, here we go. So you got a beat down path going along here. And so what this is it's a big timber with this little creek feeding into the big river over here. I got a feeling this sucker here is just gonna stack them and stack them. So we're throwing 40 Ps in this one. I don't like that. But there's also otter tracks everywhere down here. I really wish I could throw some pockets in here, but it's just too shallow. And I don't want to run pockets if I can't drown them. So yeah, I cannot believe how deep that mud was. It was quite an experience, to say the least. I don't want to do that again, but oh well, it's all part of the game. Just slam in some deep Ps in here. Love to have a quadruple here on opening day. That'd be pretty sweet. Most I ever caught at one time was 6. That was in pockets. So wow, this stuff over here, guys, is dangerous. Dangerously unstable. If you guys can see how far I'm sinking in there, that's just ridiculous. Whatever coon I catch down here is going to be an absolute disaster. That's a guarantee, but there's probably going to be a lot of them caught down here, so that's okay. Ugh. Get out of the muck here. There's some mink tracks in here too. Gosh, I really wish I could put some pockets in here, but it's just so low. I mean, other than the mud that's bottomless, you know, it's a disaster in here. But yeah, we got 4 DPs in here. I'm gonna try and get out of here now and maybe wash myself up a little bit. I'm a wreck. I don't know if you guys can see all those tracks, but that's enough to get me pumped up. There's actually, I gotta find it now, right over here there's a cat track. So you bet your hind end I'm gonna put 2 of them in here just to try and get that first cat I can actually keep. But we're just gonna put a pair of 220s in here if I can get them staked in. I already ripped open a part of my hand, so that's awesome, but I love it. Get that staked. Take this other 220, take this one up on the hill here. All they got here, guys, is just a funnel going through here, and I'm hoping to whack some of them out of here. So we'll see if it goes as planned or not, but tracks in the road are saying that that's probably what's gonna happen. So we're gonna give her a shot. Get this baby drove in. Guys, just to let you know, I'm a 200-pound dude, and some of these I can barely get in the ground. That's some hard dirt. All right, guys, I filmed this one during my scouting video. We got quite a trail going up there. They're going up right there, and up right there. So we're gonna slam a pair of DPs in here and hope to have a double. There's a pond on the other side of this, so it's a good little location here. I don't want that. If you guys can see this small little tube right here, I don't want my dog proof too close to that. They'll pop it off their foot. Set that anchor. This is one. Where'd I set the other one? Where'd I set the other one? Hopefully I'm not the only one that does this, but I swear, here it is. I swear I do that all the time. Set it down, look for it, can't find it. But get another one driven in. Yep, we're gonna need a hammer for this one too. Run up to the truck, grab my hammer. I'm just using my 4-pound hammer. Usually it's for coyote trapping, but we're so dry. Get that sucker pounded in there. There we go. Now a moose can't pull it out, but that's fine. Here we go, guys. Another awesome location. I wanted to show you guys this. It's an old wooden box culvert. It's pretty cool. The amount of road work they do around here, I swear they close the roads more than they're even open anymore, but kind of cool to see an old culvert like that. I got a trail that's coming down the side over there. I'm deciding whether I want to put it in here, put a 220 up there. It's crazy how some of these things can change over time, but I'm just gonna put this DP in this trail coming over here. Much as I'd like to put it down in the bottom, there's so many cockaburs down there. Even if I do catch a coon, I'm not gonna brush that many cockaburs out of him for a couple bucks. Yep, need the hammer again. As you guys can see, we are riding the struggle bus with how dry this ground is. It's kicking my butt, that's for sure, but that's okay. I need to get in shape anyways. There we go, guys, on to the next spot. Guys, another idea of just how dry it is. This is all just powder. Almost all our gravel roads are just powder. Pretty sad, but this is going to be a good little location for me. Got a cow pasture on the other side of the road, and there's just a small little trail going to this corn, which they haven't combined all of it yet. I'm sure in 2 weeks, probably the day before trapping season is probably when they'll combine it, but that's okay. Oh boy. Yep, gonna have to hammer this one in too. I'll see you guys at the next location. Found this kind of interesting. I came down to this coon trail and there's blood on this corn leaf. Kind of weird, but we just got a culvert going to standing corn up here, throwing a pair of 220s in here. Alrighty, y'all, we are down. This is location number 66, I believe, for the day. It's about 11 o'clock. I've been going for 3 hours, so having to hammer in all these sets is really, oh, there's some concrete there. That's lovely. Having to hammer in a majority of these sets has really been slowing me up, but put it right in the middle of the trail. Take this other one. They just have a highway going through here, guys. Big timber on the other side, and then big cornfield up here that they just cut, but it'll still be really good even though it's cut. So see if I can't get this one. There we go. Gosh, you have no idea how nice it is to actually be able to just drive those in like normal. I've been hammering in probably 75% of my stuff, and that's a huge time consumer. One thing I also do, guys, when I'm out and I know I'm going to be out all day, I don't stop and buy food. I just make like 3 or 4 sandwiches before I go out. That way I don't have to stop, and it also saves me quite a bit of money, you know. I mean, the number one place I'd stop if I had to stop was Casey's, and it's like $5 for a slice of pizza right now. I can make 4 sandwiches for the same price I can 1 slice of pizza. So just something to think about. There's not a whole lot of money into it, so you might as well save it where you can. Well, guys, in front of my hammer there, got a bobcat track. I'm actually putting two 220s in this trail. Currently, I was going back to get my hammer because I can't even budge this one into the ground, but you guys can tell she's taking a beating today, but I'm gonna get this one in and we'll be moving on. All right, guys, we're underneath another small bridge. Ooh, I don't like that. Underneath another small bridge here. This is another one I'd love to drown them in, but there's not enough water. So we're not gonna be drowning anything in here, but I got 2 DPs over there. Put one there, one over here. There's 4 in a row. I went over to the other side. They're definitely favoring running this sandbar over here versus the other side. There's even a bunch of otter tracks in here, which for how low this creek is kind of surprises me. I didn't notice that last year when there was a bunch of water in here, but slam another one in here. Ugh. Best part about pogos, guys, this is a sandbar, and those suckers, they ain't coming out. I got 4 of them in a row right there, hoping for a quadruple opening day. All right, down in another creek here, there's actually a lot of coyote tracks down here, which is kind of weird. Definitely not otter tracks. I wish this creek was deep enough to drown them, but it might be borderline on that other side that you guys are actually facing right now. But as you can see, it's pretty rocky over there, so can't really get a pocket in there. Oh, let's see if that'll hold. I don't like it. Just down here on this sandbar. Caught some coon out of here last year. It's a good little creek. Definitely worth the trip. Come all the way down this bridge. Oh, that's a rock. Rock. A lot of rocks. There we go. That one's set. All right. Try and get another one. I try and find where they're narrowed down on these sandbars. That's definitely my favorite place to catch them, but you guys can see they got a beat down. I don't know if that's even going to show up on the camera because there's no real tracks in it. It's just kind of a beat down. They've been using it so much. Struggling with my driver right now. She's full of sand. Also taking an absolute beating today. It's getting bad. I broke my hammer. It's not good, but yeah, I got to clean this sucker out, so I'll get back to y'all at the next one. Alrighty, we're at that one spot. I'm pretty sure I showed this in my scouting. It's this really huge oak tree, and there's not much of a trail here, but last year I took like 5 coon off of this thing, so we're gonna go ahead and throw us a DP in here. I'm sure the ground's harder than concrete, so I probably won't be able to. Yep, that's all the farther I'm getting it. You guys can see the old hammer, she ain't doing too hot. She's hurting. Whew. That's how hard the ground is, guys. Moving on. All right, guys, I just got this one hammered in, but I wanted to show you. So we got a small tube here that they're coming out of, and I staked my trap all the way over here so that if this coon gets over here, his head is still gonna have to stick out of that culvert. So I have no problem getting him dispatched. Won't have to play tug of war with him or nothing. No chance of the dog proof popping off his foot. Works great. Alrighty, y'all. We got quite a location here. Coming off this corner post, there's a little tube down here. Last year, when this was beans, they were still using this tube. I caught some coon out of it. And this year there's corn up there, and the reason this spot stuck out to me is because there's a perpendicular overgrown fence row on the other side of the road. So I don't want to get my DP too close to that culvert, because that's a tiny little culvert there. Oh boy, a lot of hammering today. Whew. See if that'll hold. Oh yeah, if I can't pull it out, Well, Coon will probably figure out a way. They're probably smarter than me, but you guys can see this trail. Just nuts. It's what I live for as a trapper right there, is trails like that one. We're gonna get a 220 in here somewhere. Some of my old earth anchors are, I don't even know what these are, but some of my 221s are those, just because I ran out of pogos last year and had 50 of them laying around. So I figured, what the heck, I'll make some 220 cables with them, and they work just fine. I don't want to use them on a DP, but 220, I'm not worried about it. So moving on. All right, guys, we're down in the creek. I caught 3 triples in here last year, so I'm only putting a double in here just because I want it to keep catching after like the first 3 or 4 days. But it's just a dry creek bed now. There was water going through it last year, but you got double pre-staked in here. I also busted the welds on my my driver, so that's nice if you guys can see that. That's not supposed to happen. But, and another thing too, I'm gonna have to get an angle grinder or something, because pounding on this thing all day has got some sharp edges on here. I'm gonna have to take care of that, but we'll keep going. All right, I just made a really rookie move here not too long ago and smashed my head on the bottom side of a bridge. So my head is actually bleeding right now, but we're almost done for the day. Oh, we got, this is stop number 143, and I wanted to get 150 today. I wanted to be halfway done, so we'll keep going. All right, guys, I wrapped up today. Wrapped up around 4, actually, a little after 4, but ended up getting out 160 locations. I wanted 150, so I'm definitely happy with 160, but it was some tough going, as you guys seen. Man, oh man, that ground is hard. Gosh, I feel like I'd have a better chance at driving a pogo into concrete, but it is what it is. I'll get through it. I'll probably go out again. Well, not probably. I am going out tomorrow again, and I plan on getting the rest out tomorrow, so y'all stay tuned. We're gonna be back tomorrow slamming more steel in the ground. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching.